Hello, children. This is Grandma's Angels coming to you again with another new message. And on the wall, as you can see, the question today is, what's your dream? What do you dream about? What would you like to happen in your life? What is it that you want for yourself? Do you want to achieve something special? Do you have a special talent? I would say yes to all of these things. Yes, you do have a special talent. Maybe you don't know what it is right now, but you have one. And just try to find out what it is. Sit quietly and meditate and think. What am I good at? What is it I want to do with my life? If you're 5, 10, 15, 25 years old, it's never too late. Start now on what you want to do. And I'm just going to share a little bit about these 4 people and how they succeeded in life. And they put their goal in action and achieved what they wanted to achieve. Even though they were knocked down, got back up. They were knocked down and they got back up again. So I'll start with Robert Downey Jr. Now, when he was 6 years old, his father was addicted to drugs, hard drugs like cocaine. And when Robert Downey Jr. was 6 years old, his father gave him some. He said, "Here, take some with me." So that led Robert Downey Jr. at 6 years old on a lifelong battle of drugs because it got into his system when he was just a little boy. And the father regrets it today, but at the same time, you don't give children drugs, and adults should never take drugs to begin with. So anyway, that's his story. He was homeless at points of his life while he was on drugs, and it was like a long 20-year stretch that he suffered in and out of cocaine, heroin, prescription medications, anything he could get his hands on. He became homeless at certain points of this time, this 20 years, and at one point he was found in the alleyway laying in a fetus position. Didn't know how he got there, didn't even know where he was, but someone took him to the hospital. And he had been in rehabilitation for several times, but every time he'd get cleaned up, and every time he'd come out, he went right back into the drugs again. His body just craved it, okay? His father did a very big injustice to him. And he was in prison 2 times. And the second time he was in there, he got beat up so badly by the inmates in there, he laid in his own pool of blood and everything. And even that didn't stop him from taking drugs. Because when he got out, he craved, his body and his mind craved that addiction. Anyway, it wasn't until he fell in love with the wife he's married to now. And he wanted to marry her. And she said, "I won't marry you unless you quit the drugs." Boom. That's all it took. He quit. He's been clean for years now, but he had a real hard road because of what his father did to him. But he got back up, and he's on the straight road now. He makes beautiful movies. He's a great actor. And so there's that one example. Now Shakira, her example is that when she was a child, she wanted to sing. And her home life wasn't the greatest. They were very, very poor, and they went bankrupt several times, and she was forced to go live with her uncle for 5 or 6 years because the parents couldn't even afford to raise her or her younger sister. So anyway, she continued to make herself happy in her young life. She loved to sing, so she tried to join the school choir. And the school teacher told her, the choir director told her, "You'll never be able to sing. You can't sing. You sound like a goat." Okay? Can you imagine a teacher saying that to a child? There are teachers out there that are not teaching. They're not good teachers. Okay? But the point is that this could have discouraged Shakira from ever following her dream to sing. But it didn't. It hurt her. She went home and cried, but she got back up the next day and she continued to sing. That's the one thing that made her life happy. And we all know Shakira. She's got some great music out there and videos. Now, I'll go on to Taylor Swift over there. She is tall, thin, and beautiful. When she was 11 years old, well, she was in some singing contests like at fairs and things. She never won. She never won anything. But this is something she wanted so desperately in her life. They told her she couldn't carry a tune, she didn't sing very well, she'll never be a singer. You see how it is? The world will try to knock you down, but you got to keep getting back up. That's the whole point. Get back up every time. Well, with Taylor, she kind of fell into the trap of trying to get all the approval from other people. That's what made her feel special if she got approval from other people. You don't need other people's approval. You only need your own approval. What is it you want to do in life? What is it you want to achieve? Okay, and she was bullied and teased very badly in her elementary years and high school years because she was tall and very thin and lanky. Well, and then when she'd try to sing too in the choirs and things, they told her, no, you don't have any talent there. You can't sing. And anyway, she went home and told her mother, and she said, Mom, I really want to sing. This is what I want to do with my life. And so her mother believed in her 100%. And every mother and father should believe in their child. Anyway, the mother took it upon herself. She took her to Nashville, Tennessee, and started taking her to record producer appointments. And Taylor would audition and everything, but she was rejected. It wasn't until she was 15 years old that somebody finally found something in her that sounded pretty interesting, and they took a chance on her, and look where she is today. But she did not give up when she was bullied by those kids. She did not give up when the choir teacher said, no, you can't sing, just don't go into that field. There's nothing you can do about it. And she got back up when all these record producers were rejecting her. And at 11, 12, 13, 14 years old, your ego is very tender because you're coming into whoever you are. So, but she didn't give up. And by the age of 15, she got her first record deal. And that's pretty impressive, okay? And this last one I want to talk about is Christina Aguilera. She's probably my favorite. I love her voice, absolutely love it. Now, her childhood was pretty devastating. She had a younger sister, and she got beat a lot by the father. The father was very mean. He was always beating on the mother. And the mother had left and gone somewhere. When she came back home, she saw that Christina was bleeding on the chin. And she said, what happened? And Christina, in her young little mind, 6 years old, said, Daddy was trying to take a nap and I was too noisy, so he hit me. And I can't even imagine a man doing that to a little child, girl or boy. But anyway, the mother finally did take her daughters and she left the man. But it was very, very tough on them because they were very poor. They were just scraping by, just trying to keep a roof over their head. She was also very abused or bullied at school. And so the mother would take her out and put her in a different school. The bullying would start all over again, and took her out and put her in another school. And the bullying just continued until the mother said, okay, I'm going to homeschool you. It was not easy for her to work, also homeschool her daughter and everything, but she did it for the love of her child. And she also believed in her child. And anyway, she was scarred. Even to this day, she's scarred of all the beatings that she got from her father. And so, but she got back up. And look where she is today. She did not let that stop her. Whatever's going on in your life, do not let it stop you. Let it motivate you to say, I will never be in this position again. Once I'm going to dream big, I'm going to succeed, and my dream is going to come true. And so it's just like a boxing match. Two men are boxing in the ring, okay? One knocks the other one down. he's got 10 seconds to get back up or game is over and he loses. Well, what does the boxer do? He gets back up and gets knocked down again, and in a few counts, he's back up again. Why does he keep getting back up? Because he wants to win, okay? He wants to succeed. He wants that title. It's driven within him. That's his dream. Children, you've got to have that kind of passion to have a dream inside of your mind, your heart, your soul, and live for it. If there's negative things going on in your life, or even if there's not negative things going on in your life, dream big. Make a goal for yourself. Write it down and succeed. You will succeed. It might take 1 year, it might take 10 years, but never, ever, ever give up. That's what I'm saying right there. Never give up, okay? In sign language, it's like this. Never, never, never give up. Never give up. Because once you give up, nothing's going to happen to you. You're just going to stay the way you are with no progress, no good experiences, no learning. Every time somebody tells you no to something, say in your mind, but I know I'm good. I know I'm talented. I know I have a passion for this, and I know that I can succeed. So that's what you have to tell yourself. You don't need to hear it from 100 other people. All you need to hear it from is your own inner voice saying, I believe in me. I know I have talent. I know that I can do this. And this is what I want to spend my life doing. Okay? But you must have a passion. Find out what your passion is. Okay? My passion is talking to you children. Okay? Because you might not hear these things on a daily basis in your coming and going in life. So I'm hoping to reach as many of you as I can so that you can know to believe in yourself and never, never, never give up. Okay? That's my message for today, children. I love you so much. Please do something productive with your life. Don't sit in front of a video game or TV for 5 or 10 hours a day. Don't do that. That's just wasting time, and it's wasting your talent. It's wasting the gift God gave you. You've all been born with a gift inside of you. Find out what it is and use it. Okay? This is my message today. Children, I love you. Go forward. Have a wonderful day. Be your best you and be kind to others. Okay? All right. Never give up. See you next time.